Good morning, student. How are you? I hope you must be fine. So, class 6 student, this is our chapter 2, naming element, compound, and mixture. In this chapter, first topic in which we have to deal is matter. So, what is matter? I hope you have studied earlier also. If not, then let's start. Anything which occupies space and has a mass is called matter, right? So this is the definition given. You can underline in your copy. Example is also given, that is air, water, sugar, sand, silver, steel, and so on. Lot of things. So these are the some of the examples of matter which is given, right? I want to say one thing. So this is only few examples, right? You don't need to go with these examples only when you are writing in the notebook or in the examination, as it is very clear written in definition that anything which occupies space and it has some particular mass, or you can say particular weight, like, then you are also a matter, because wherever you sit you take some space and you have some body weight, so you're also a matter. You must be holding phone, so phone is also a matter. Notebook, that is also a matter. Pen, that is also a matter. You must be sitting with a chair or a table, that is also a matter, right? So whatever you see around us, that all is a matter. Okay, I hope it is clear. Let's you go through these chapters once. I am trying to explain. Apart from that, you also go with these lines. It's very, very easy. I hope you will understand. Okay, so let's move further. Then this is what we have learned about matter. Before we move ahead, let me say one thing. You are angry with your mother. Why you are angry? Because you have said your mama that, mama, please prepare a delicious gulab jamun for me. But she can't prepare because her schedule is so busy. So you are angry, right? So do you think that it is a matter? It has some mass? Does it occupy some space? I don't know your answer, but I must say it is not a matter. Any feeling, sadness, happiness, angry, it is not a matter. Okay, so what is matter? I have explained once again, whichever things you are seeing around you is a matter. Okay, and if we are talking about a matter, then uh, a bricks, a wood, a steel, a iron piece, right? You must be seeing these things around you. So these all are matter. Then by first we have to understand what is matter. Then once we understood what is matter, then we can categorize in its two different category. That is, one is pure substance, another is mixture. Mixture is also called as impure substance. Pure substance, impure substance, right? So now you have to identify that what is pure and what is impure. In the chemistry, there is a different meaning of pure substance and mixture. Apart from that, which we use in general language, general everyday life. Like a pure substance, it is made up of only one kind of atom. In previous chapter, we have learned about atoms and molecules. If you forgot, then once again I'll remind you that when anything is there, any matter is there, that matter, if it is element, and if you continuously start breaking, suppose you have one small bricks or a small iron piece or a small gold piece or small silver piece, anything which you are having, you are learning about a pure substance. So what we are learning? We are learning about pure substance. You can see in the textbook, it is written, a pure substance is one which is made up of only one kind of particles. So it is made up of only one kind of particles. So if we can remember, which we have learned in earlier class, all the elements. So how many elements are there? There is 118 elements. Sorry. So 118 elements and many more compounds are pure substance. So why it is pure substance, student? It is pure substance since it is made up of only one kind of atom. If you take a piece of silver or an iron, or you start breaking it till the last end, which you can break, after that it will become a powdered form, you will get only one kind of atom, similar atom. So that type of substance is known as pure substance. So it is in the case of element also, and it is in the case of compound also. Now, how in compound? A very simple example is water, right? So when you take the water, and in every atoms, its composition is same, right? Its composition is same. So that is why, how its composition is same? It is made up of, I don't know whether you remember or not, we have learned about the formula of water, that is H2O. Okay, so every atoms will have the same formula, right? You cannot identify that it is different atom and it is different form of atoms of water, right? In the same way, all the elements, like as far whatever you remember, hydrogen, helium, lithium, common example is iron, silver, gold, all are pure substance. Okay, and it's given in the figure. Please see what it is. Gold metal. It is gold metal, and I'm giving you the example of the same thing again and again, that gold matter you can remember it very well, as it's used in ornaments. Your mother likes to wear gold, right? So you can remember it very well. And apart from that, many more are given in examples are given in your textbook, which you can read, but you need to put it in the mind, understand the concept, that what is pure substance. So what is pure substance? Once again I am saying, that substance which is made up of only one kind of atom. That substance which is made up of only one kind of atom. It is in the case of element. But what about compound? Yes, it is also made up of, it may be made up of two different kind of atoms, but its composition will remain same. Its composition will not be identified as it is different drop of water and this is different drop of water, right? So element, all the in one line you can understand, you can note it down. All the elements and all the compounds are pure substance. Okay, all the elements and all the compounds are pure substance. A pure substance, whatever examples is written in your book and I have given common, you can remember that silver, gold, copper, iron. Okay, so when you will break it, you will get same kind of atom. Now come to the compound. When water, salt or sugar, yes, it is made up of different kind of atoms. It has a formula also, but its composition. Composition means whatever the formula it is having, if water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen, then all the atoms of water will have same amount of hydrogen and same amount of oxygen. So you cannot separate it any pure substance, that is whether it is an element or a compound, you cannot separate it by a physical process. Now what is a physical process? See the physical process, it is given in the your chapter element, compound and mixture. Last fourth line, a pure substance cannot be separated into other kind of matter by any physical process. Physical process means you cannot break it with a hammer, you cannot cut it, and you will, when you will cut, then also you will get the same atoms or same composition of atoms, right? Then the next line, last third line, see the same page, last third line, you see I'm reading for you. A pure substance has a fixed composition as well as fixed melting point and boiling point. Means when you will boil the silver or a gold, whether you take any part of silver or a gold, it will have fixed boiling point. It will boil at particular point, fixed temperature. When it will melt at particular temperature. It is applicable in the case of compound also, like water. Water is having, you know na, that water is having a fixed boiling point. That boiling point is 100 degrees Celsius, right? So water have a fixed boiling point, as well as the elements also have a fixed boiling point. Then come to the melting point. Melting point means when ice, you must all have seen the ice, right? If not seen, then go and open your freezer and see the ice. When you keep it out on the table for a particular period, like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes, then you will see that that ice is, which is in the form of solid, is getting converted into water. That temperature is also fixed. That it will start melting at 0 degrees Celsius. It will start melting at 0 degrees Celsius. And it will have a boiling point of 100 degree Celsius. Okay, student? So that's all for this class, part 1 class. Now I'm giving you the homework. You have to write what is matter. You have to write the definition, right? You can note it down from the notebook. What is matter? you have to write the 10 example of matter. Please write apart from your notebook, okay? Apart from your book, which is given in the book, you can take examples of everyday life. Then the second question I am giving is, matter is categorized in how many parts? I have explained you that it is categorized in two parts, pure substance and mixture. So question number 2 is, how matter is categorized? Then question number 3, what is pure substance? What do you mean by pure substance, or define pure substance? Okay, the answer will be same. Then you have to write the example of pure substance also. Okay, student? Thank you.